of Kentucky just to our right. We welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play, Watson to the air. And incomplete to open things up. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Watson setting up a screen for Judkins. And right away he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Right?
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down by D.J. Wanham. The Bengals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line. Here we go. Well, Tommy. Right, 80.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Watson. Checks it down to Judkins. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
1-1, ready?
An inside give, Brown. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go. 11. 180.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Isaiah Foskey brings him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now it's Watson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Judkins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now, Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They give it to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mason Graham. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Burrow looking to pass. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 6. Here's Watson. Now he'll tuck this and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, here's Judkins. And he fights through one man. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1. Watson now to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
That is caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. final play of the half for Burrow and company.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Handing it off to Brown. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Burrow on play action.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
11 mighty. Here we go.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 Thomas.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the Browns' 16-yard line.
Here's a give to Brown. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Can.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Here we go. Stop.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go execute their game plan and keep moving.
Shamar Stewart. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Pass caught by Fannin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On the zone read, this is Judkins.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Watson. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go. 180. Face up. 11 Thomas.
Now Burrow. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Burrow will throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Out of the gun now on third down.
Hits his target. That's Charlie Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A third down gain of 19. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Right, 80. Right, hot. 11.
Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
12.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
With career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Judkins.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because They're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
From the 50, it's Watson.
Setting up a screen for Judkins.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Now Watson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
An inside run with Judkins.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Watson. He finds his man complete. It's Aguirre. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
And they run the option here on first and 10.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They'll give up the middle. Judkins.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, run a quick slant or something like that.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lutz is good.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll come up first and 10 here.
11 Thomas.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Now Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree.